Well, it's dark out there, and we're at 4 days, 9 hours now. Very short sort of update to see where people are. We have Peter still coming south, Dita 44, and Tommy Cogs, and Little P, and over here we have Zyle, and then we have some boats which are much further out, Canal, X-Ray, Zep. So they've turned down. Zep's done very well to come down so quickly. They will concertina down here while we deal with the slow winds for the next 48 hours. And over in the east side of us, we see a number of boats that are still showing fairly well on the leaderboard, but they're going to probably be hugging the coast all the way around, so it depends on how the wind goes. We're still trying to get a little bit west of Cape Verde here, and after work I'll come back and wrap this video up. Okay, and we now hit the 4-day 21-hour mark, and you see in the middle of the day here, local time is 9:04, very light conditions, TWS of 2.8, speed of 4.2 because we're on a beam reach. And we've hit a patch of very bad wind. I think we've put ourselves in it in some ways, but that's what happens sometimes. And here we are in sort of like a straight line, I would imagine. Zyle is probably doing a little bit better out west there, and then Peter is probably going to get some wind pretty soon as well. But as for us, we're stuck in a fairly bad patch of air. Just go and have a look at windy at the moment. It's saying 5 knots here, but we're only getting about 3. I think that Sailaway's weather is a little bit off. It seems to be showing us to be in one of these points up here, but it's an average anyway, so I would imagine it's an average around here of about 3 knots, 3.5 knots. And the next couple of days are going to be moving down, so let's just see this in a straight path. You can see that we start getting a little bit of green, a lot more green for a while, and then it peters out. So the point is to get as far along this line as possible to be west of Cape Verde. The further west we are, the better it will be as far as I'm concerned. Because the big problem is what's going to happen down south, and it's really picking a point along here. Obviously I would love to be across here somewhere, but that looks to be fairly impossible at this point in time, unless we fall across and then come down again. But by then, once again, the blue blob moves all the way across the doldrums here, and so 4 or 5 days later it starts getting pretty bad. Anyway, I also wanted to show quickly 2 apps. One that is linked on the Sailaway site by one of the guys there, but anyway, you can see, you can zoom in and click on a boat and get basically their exact heading and speed, but this comes straight from the leaderboard anyway, so as you know, the leaderboard is often wrong. I can't, Zyle's speed here hasn't changed in about 2 or 3 hours, so yeah, and once again, let's have a look at our speed. Well, our speed is actually accurate, so maybe it just gives accurate to us. The other thing that was floating around Discord today was this fast seas calculator. The crew and I have decided not to use this. We did a test on it anyway, but it just takes the fun out of sailing, and we're here to learn, you know, long passage sort of navigation with the wind, and we thought that this really would take the fun and the learning out of it for us, so we decided not to use it. But once again, if you guys want to use it, that's up to you. You can only use it 5 times a month anyway, unless you pay, I think it's what is it, $5 a month, and I'm a cheapskate anyway, so I'm not really into that type of thing, but I thought I'd bring it to you. So as for other people, well, if we come back to what it is about now, Peter and the guys on the coast are going to do pretty well for the next couple of days. They're going to hit into the green, into the blue, unless they come across. Zyle and Blackborough and Zep and X-Ray, who have all rushed down and got really wide, which I'm so impressed with. They must have been hauling 15 or 16 knots to get down here this quickly. Are going to be quite wide, but whether they actually will be wide enough to come through here, or whether they'll have to come through here, is the luck of the draw. They might hit it at the right time, or because they'll be coming through here, I guess, or whether they'll be caught in that blue blob as well. It's going to be an interesting 48 hours, to say the least. Okay, thank you very much, and enjoy.